Hi, today, I'm going to talk about where this all started. And my collection started with coins. So I have a special relationship with coins. I love them. I collected them. It's one of the first genres that I collected. And I started collecting when I was based in Delhi. And because it was Delhi, I started to collect what was easily available and accessible in Delhi, which was essentially the Mughal and Sultanate coins. Subsequently, of course, I have collected a lot of other medieval Hindu kingdoms and Central Indian and South Indian coins. But this, of course, was the first genre. And I have a box here with a few very good coins. This one is, of course, Shah Jahan. But today, I want to talk to you about a very special coin which is there in the collection. And that's this one. It's a small coin. So maybe you guys will have to come closer. This is a very rare coin from the Mughal pantheon. And it's special for a very big reason. This is a coin of Akbar from his mint at Agra, and fairly late in his rule. This is from his 47th regnal year. And it is from the month of Khurdad, which is the third month of the solar Hijri calendar. And actually, as we speak today, the May-June period is actually the Khurdad calendar month. And it's a very beautiful coin because of the kind of work. But what is truly special about this is probably one of the earliest coins known which has the term rupiah written on the face of the coin. Today, the rupee as we know it is so ubiquitous. It's our national currency. We have a special symbol for the rupee. But the rupee was made a popular, nationally accepted currency by the Mughals, especially Akbar. Akbar experimented with many denominations and metals and things like that. And, he had gold mohar, silver rupee, you had the dam, the tankha, which are usually copper. Then you had sharukis, mitkals, and things like that. So there were many currency denominations which Akbar experimented with, and his monetary system kind of co-opted. But one thing that he ensured was the centrality of the rupee as the national currency and the most popular currency. And this became even more popular because the discovery of large amounts of silver in South America. And the Portuguese started to bring it into Europe, and from Europe it started to come into India for trade, and you had to kind of mint them into locally accepted currency forms. And so most of the silver that came in was minted into rupees, and the rupiah became what we all now think of as a given. It was then adopted into the monetary system of our nation. On the face of the coin, it's a very pretty coin. On one side it says Allahu Akbar Jal Jalala. Now this also is very interesting because Akbar apparently purposely chose this kind of phraseology on the coin because it also showed him in good light, equating somewhat with Allahu Akbar Jal Jalala. His name was Jalaluddin, so he kind of put it in such a way. There was a play of words there. And of course, as we all know, he subsequently went on to start his own version of the religion. It's called Deen-e-Ilahi. And on the other side, it says Khurdad Ilahi, which is Khurdad is the third month of the solar Hijri calendar. It has 31 days. And it's usually from towards the latter part of May to most of June. So today, as we are recording this, it is probably Khurdad. And then it says 47, which is the regnal year. So this coin is obviously issued fairly late in his career, and it says Agra, so that's where it was minted. And then it says Zar Rupiah, and the Rupiah is probably the first ever instance of finding itself on the face of a coin. So, when you look at coins as a category, to me, you can collect coins for a variety of reasons. The historicity certainly is central to the interest in coins, because coins, for the most part, are one of the few definitive sources of, the chronology of history as it transpired. In fact, in ancient India, if you look at the history of ancient India, were it not for the many coins that were ever discovered, there would never be a good understanding of ancient Indian history. Because the only sources of history that we have to establish many of the dynasties from 5th century BC down to, say, the 5th century AD was the discovery of coins. So coins have a tremendous role to play in establishing history and the course of history. But coins can be also wonderful repositories of information. They give you information on the face of it, usually of the king, the mint, the month of issue. There is sometimes a mint mark, so you know where it is minted. Otherwise, you have a city. It also gives you a sense of the history of some of the cities and how they evolved. For example, many of these coins have places where named, which are today very different. So while this says Agra, and we still know that city as Agra, this city of Agra was called Akbarabad. If you look at mints in Awadh, there is a mint called Akhtar Nagar, which is Lucknow. So there are many names, and those names showcase the traveling nature of history, and how things change, how things are dynamic, and all of that. Even in a place like Delhi, you get multiple mints. So you get Hazrat Delhi, which is the Qutub Minar area. You get Tughlaqabad, you get Najafgarh, you get Tilpat, you get Shahjahanabad, and you have Delhi as we know it today, New Delhi. So many coins come from with different names on their face, and that also helps unravel history to a large extent. The other thing, of course, is the sheer beauty. Some of the kings, when they were passing through fairly stable times, fairly wealthy treasuries, they would indulge themselves in the way these coins were made. This particular coin also is a very pretty coin in terms of the work that is done. Sometimes the calligraphy is exceptional, and you will see from these coins that there are enough reasons to collect them for just their beauty and aesthetics. So I would say, for me, the first reason is, of course, history, the historical possibilities in coins. And for the Islamic coins especially, the two signs of kinship was the reading of the khutbah in the mosque and the issue of coins. So coins are very crucial. So every time someone sat on the throne, one of the earliest things they did was to issue coins in their name, and therefore we have these lovely pieces of historical evidence of the existence of dynasties and rulers.